As a journalist who has worked with NBC, CBS, and ABC News, Katie Couric has had the opportunity to interview many powerful people, all the way from influential politicians to award-winning actors. Couric's advice for a good interview is pretty modest and simple. As she explained to Tony Masilis in a chat for YouTube Reporters Center,
the more comfortable you make someone feel, the better interview you'll ultimately get.
She also expressed the importance of being warm and welcoming when speaking with interview subjects. Unfortunately for the Virginia native, her advice didn't come in handy during a 2004 interview with actor Denzel Washington. Washington apparently wasn't happy with Couric's line of questioning, which resulted in her feeling shaken after the interview. As she recalled during an April 2020 appearance on the podcast Everything Iconic. For years now, there has been an ongoing debate about whether celebrity figures should share their opinions on politics. Katie Couric brought up this hot-button topic in 2004 when interviewing Denzel Washington for Dateline about...
One thing that people need to understand about Denzel Washington before he even is invited to be interviewed is that he's not the regular celebrity. He's not. He's very intelligent. He's not a group thinker. He focuses on the bigger issues rather than the onesie-twosie issues, the little petty issues that just piss people off and start wars. He's not concerned about that at all. He's concerned about accountability, productivity, being constructive. And if this conversation is not going in that direction, he really doesn't have time for it. So if he was in an interview with her and she felt like he just needed to answer questions that she gave him, that she fired off, then she picked the wrong one.
About a movie he was promoting at the time, The Manchurian Candidate. Considering the movie is a political thriller, it arguably makes sense why Couric asked Washington whether he agrees with the idea that, quote, Hollywood folks should stick to acting. In response, Washington told Couric, I don't know what Hollywood folks are, first of all. Hollywood is a town that has some stars on the sidewalk. I don't know anybody from there.
I don't know. So should Hollywood folks stay out of politics? He said, don't put us in no bag. I mean, well, first of all, I don't know what your term Hollywood folks are anyway. I don't know who they are. And I know that Hollywood is filled with great talents that do movies and whatnot who are stars because of it. But I don't really know many people from there. So yeah, that's where my office is.
Couric pressed the issue, telling Washington, okay, all right, well, let me rephrase the question. Are you one of those people that, at this, Washington interrupted Couric, saying,
uh-oh, are you one of those people that? Huh? Are you about to say something racist, Katie? You better not be about to say something, just messing with you.
There you go. Am I one of those people? Isn't that interesting? When the reporter tried to redirect once again by pointing out that Washington is an actor, the Training Day star shot back. No, I'm not that either. I'm a human being. My job is acting.
I like that. I'm a human being. I'm a citizen. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I'm just the same as you. Don't consider yourself above me because you're doing the interview. You're interviewing, and you're the interviewer, and I'm the interviewee. Okay, I'm on your show. Then you didn't give me a platform. I was already huge before I came to your platform, and we are equally doing one another a fair exchange with this right now.
Washington's response to Couric's line of questioning apparently left the interviewer shaken. On the Everything Iconic podcast, she went in depth about her feelings after the interview.
I remember walking out and feeling really kind of shaken that he had kind of gone after me in a way that was completely, weirdly uncalled for.
However, Couric also revealed that Washington made up for the incident in a meaningful way by writing a big check to the colon cancer organization that Couric was in charge of. The gesture was likely made even more meaningful considering that Couric's first husband, Jay Monahan, died of colon cancer in 1998. We can't say for certain why Katie Couric's interview with Denzel Washington went off the rails, although it might have had something to do with the actor's long dislike of Hollywood. Washington told The Guardian in 2013, even within the industry, I don't have any actor friends. My friends are old friends. One's an ex-music guy, the other's a restaurant owner, and the other's an ex-pro ball player.
Wow, I would have never known that. I thought they all ran around in Hollywood circles and just, I thought that's usually how it is, right? Like you communicate a lot with the people you're in the industries with, No, that's not how it is. Because people have lives at the end of the day. They do their jobs. They take their tails home. I'm sorry for saying that because I don't have any friends from my job that I hang out with a lot. From my old job that I used to work for before I retired. Thank you, YouTube. Before I retired, and am now doing this full time. So I understand that completely. Don't just assume that who you're talking to is who you think they are. Find out who they are by asking questions. Don't put people in bags, and don't put people in little boxes, clump them up, and say that you're just the same as everybody. No, don't do that. You try to strip someone of their individuality, you're gonna get your tail handed to you. Just like Katie Couric did in this interview.
When pressed on the issue of avoiding the entertainment scene, Washington said, "Maybe I'm not a butt kisser, maybe I'm not a schmoozer. I'm not about to go to a party to try get a job. And then when you have children, the other friends become other parents. We coach baseball or basketball, my wife and I were raised right. I don't want movie star friends." So when Katie Couric brought up Hollywood folks in her interview with Washington, maybe he took offense because he thought she had lumped him into that category. About 5 years after Katie Couric's awkward interview with Denzel Washington, she brought up another uncomfortable chat that went down between her and a mystery actor. During a 2009 talk with producer Tony Masilis, Couric said about the bad interview, "I had an actor who I interviewed who shall remain nameless, who just didn't want to be bothered. It really annoyed me because I was giving him a lot of time on national television and he clearly didn't want to be there."
There you go again. See? That's what I knew it was that. I knew it was that. She said I was giving him time on national television. And you know who you talked about. You know you talk about Katie. You was talking about Denzel. And you know good and daggone well Denzel Washington did not need your time on national television. That was cute of her to say, though. I'm giving him some time. He should be happy.
We're not sure who Couric was referring to there, but it's possible that Denzel Washington is the culprit, as the journalist talked to him in 2004. Of course, it's impossible to say who Couric was talking about unless she reveals the answer one day.
See that right there, man? See, I appreciate these type of videos because, forget the video. Well, thank you to who posted this video. To Nikki Swift for posting the video. Appreciate you. But I will say this. I appreciate Denzel for being a real one, because there's a whole bunch of fake people out there. I'm not going to say that people from Hollywood are fake. I'm not going to say that at all. Who am I? I might be fake sometimes, depending on my mood. But I love the fact that when he does an interview, let's talk. Let's have a good conversation. But as soon as you try to take it somewhere that's uncomfortable, guess what? You took it there. You took it to the uncomfortable place. You just thought that you was going to have control of that uncomfortable place, and only one of us was going to be uncomfortable during this exchange. Isn't that what Jordan Peterson says? Like, you made it uncomfortable when you decided to come at me, and now you saying, "Oh, he came at me and he just went after me, I guess because No, he didn't go after you. And I doubt he put all of that money into that, what your husband passed from cancer and whatnot, as an apology. I doubt that, seriously. May very well be the case. I know that's what they said in this, but I'm not believing it. I ain't rolling. But I really enjoyed that, though. I would like to hear about what you felt about this in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, my name is Van, and now we are all the LFR family, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing per usual, man. Love y'all.